All right, good afternoon, welcome, and thank you for signing up. So this is our first class of October, and all we need for today's class is a block. All right, so we'll begin with a block just between the legs so we can find a little bit of a tall standing posture. So squeeze the shoulders into the back, roll your shoulders up and back, tuck the chin in. And then we'll begin with diaphragmatic breathing. We'll bring one hand in the abdomen and one hand in the chest. And we'll try to find that three-part breath. Expanding the abdomen, the ribs, the chest as we inhale. And then bringing everything back on the exhale. If you're comfortable, you can allow your eyes to close. If not, you can keep them open. And then connect to your breath. Try to let go of unnecessary tension or tightness. Notice when your mind wants to wander, see if you can bring it back to your breath, right underneath your hands. Take 2 more deep breaths. And then releasing the hands down on top of the legs. We'll do alternate nostril breathing as well. So taking your right hand, bringing the first 2 fingers right here in the center of the forehead. We'll use the ring and the thumb to open and close the nostrils. So use your thumb, close your right nostril, inhale through your left. Close your left side and exhale through your right. In through the right. Close it out through the left. Continue with that breath. We'll finish the last exhale through the left side. And then we'll release the hands when you're ready. Take a moment, keep your eyes closed, notice the effects of the breathing. And we'll start warming up. So we'll start with the shoulders. So roll the shoulders up and back in big circles. And then roll the shoulders up and forward. And roll the shoulders up and back, keep them there, release the arms down towards the side, do a little bit of a circle for your wrist. And bring it the opposite direction. Bring the arms right here in front, and then we'll open and close the hands one at a time. So they will alternate which one open, which one closes. And then we'll just do the tip of the fingers, so as if you're trying to stretch the small joint here. Make sure all 10 fingers are moving. And then inhale, reach one arm up, one arm down. Up and down, so if you're pushing something up and back. One more time. Bring both arms all the way up and then try to climb. So if you're trying to grow a little bit taller, creating a little bit of space through the side of the body. Try not to bend the elbows as you do this. Squeeze the shoulders into the back, all the way in. Now as we go, if there's anything bothering you and you need to skip, you need to modify, please listen to your body, it's okay. Push those arms out to the side and then go side to side as if you're trying to touch the walls. Side, side. And then bring it in. And then reach, one longer than the other. Reach. And then inhale, if you're holding the ceiling with your hands, palms of the hands up. And then exhale, hold the chair in the back and lean forward until your arms are nice and straight. See if the chest can rise a little bit more and the shoulders can come a little closer. Come and bring it back to center. Push the chair away, lengthen through the spine. Try to grow a little bit taller, and then we'll add a twist. Over to the right. Bring it back to center, lengthen the spine. Over to the other side. Bring it to center. Let's do that one more time to each side. This time, look far back, not only with your eyes, but also with your head. Bring it back to center one last time here. Press back, look back far, and look with your eyes as far as you can. And then bring it back and into center. All right, trunk circles are next. So move around and back. Bring it the opposite direction. Bring it back to center. Lift the chest and then round your back. Tuck in, chin in, up, squeeze the shoulders. Finding our cat-cows. And bring it back and into center. Long spine, and we move the head slowly in circles. Bring it the opposite direction. Bring it back to center. Tilt the ear to the shoulder. If you want to add a little bit more, you can gently press the head. Try to think of pressing down, but also the head kind of resists the movement a little bit. Hand goes right there behind the ear. You look down to the left side of your chest. Same thing, you're gently pressing down, but the head is trying to push at the same time slightly up. Bring the hand behind your left ear and then tilt the head on that same side, but back and up. You're still stretching the right side of your neck now in the front. Slowly bring the head back to center. Tilt the ear towards the shoulder. Again, just gently pressing with your right hand. Hand goes right behind the ear, and then you look down. Hand goes by the right ear, and you tilt up and back, getting the stretch on the left front of the neck. Bring it back to neutral. Pause for a moment. And then add a yes movement, nice and slow. And tilt the ear to the shoulder, nice and slow. We'll finish with one circle left and then one circle right. All right, bring it back and into center. All right, we remove the block. We'll put it just right here towards the side so we can warm up a little bit through the lower body. So extending the leg, one at a time, trying to bring the leg nice and straight if possible. All right, next time this leg goes up, you go up and down with that foot. And then hug that knee into the chest and rotate the foot around. Bring it forward. All right, kick that leg forward. Again, point and flex. Again, bring that leg up and rotate your foot. Bring it this way. All right, release the leg, bounce the feet, waking up. And then lift and drop heel toe. All right, lift all 10 toes, look at your toes, and then drop the 8 toes down, lift the big toes up, big toes down, 8 toes up. Switch, switch again, one more time. All right, bring it back to center. Rotate the leg around in big circles. And bring it up and forward. All right, open that leg out to the side, lean into the leg, and reach that left arm up. Now release the leg, don't touch the leg as you go from the outside of that leg, trying to come towards the floor. You don't have to touch the floor. Reaching one arm up, one arm down, and bring it back and into center. Leg comes back in, we'll circle this leg around and around. Bring it the opposite direction. All right, open that leg out to the side. Again, you're coming all the way down or as much as you want, reaching the arm up and to the side. Again, you're gonna let go of the leg as that arm reaches from the outside and towards the floor. And then bring it back and into center, release, and bring that leg in. All right, we'll rotate over into the side, reach that right leg back, or left leg back rather. And then the right leg is right here, heel aligned with your knee. Lift that heel off the floor and lift the front toes. Front heel, toes, one more time. All right, arms are gonna go all the way up, reach nice and tall. Interlace the fingers and press the ceiling with your hands once again. Come and release, sort of a warrior two shape. And then reach over for an extended side angle, reach the arm. And bring it back and into center. All right, nice and gentle, bringing that leg in and then coming over towards the other side. Again, as long as we can make that leg, we're coming in again and hinging, and then lift the heel, lift the front toes. Up, back. One more time. Again, arms are gonna come all the way up. Interlace, the other index finger is in the front now, so it feels a little different. Push the ceiling with your hands. Come and open into that warrior two. Extended side angle. Reach the arm. All right, we go to goddess from here. So open both legs back and now lift the heels, lift the toes. Heels and toes. One more time. Heels and toes, lower down. Bring the arms to touch. Squeeze the shoulders into the back. Touch, shoulders into the back. One more time. All right, one goes up, one goes down, internal, external rotation in your shoulders. Try not to bend the wrist. Very good. All right, bring it back to center. Close the legs a little bit. So you're gonna go arms out, legs in, legs out, arms in. And then we're just gonna try to do a little jump here. Very nice. Out, in, last one. And then we come over and open. Push the ceiling with your hands again. And on the exhale, come forward halfway. Now remember, keep your spine nice and long so you're not rounding through your back. And then release. One arm will go down. It can be halfway. Like if you don't want to go all the way down, you can put the arm here instead. And then reach the other arm up. Bring it to center and then over to the other side. Follow that hand to the top. Let's do that one more time to each side. All right, we come back and we hold the knees. We take a little pause. Long inhale through the nose, out through your mouth. Relax. Shoulder to opposite knee. Bring it to center. Shoulder to opposite knee. So right shoulder, left knee, left shoulder, right knee. and bring it back and into center. Very good. Walk the legs closer together and sit to the front. All right, so let's start finding our contralaterals, right? Just wake up that brain training exercises. So you have your right leg and your left arm, your right arm and your left leg. And then you start going a little faster. All right, very good. You're going to touch the knee when it comes up and the opposite shoulder. And then you switch. Open, open. All right, make sure it's opposite shoulder to opposite knee. A little faster if you can. If not, stay slow. The main thing is doing it, not doing it fast and doing it wrong. Very good. All right, come back to center. Squeeze those shoulders into the back. Reach all the way up nice and tall. And on the exhale, touch the hands underneath the knees and bring it back up. Up. Bring it back up. All right, we're gonna go one leg up, the other leg up, and you're alternating. Very good. Last round, we're gonna add to this. All right, we go open, boom, open. So it's opposite arm opens, leg to the side, arms up. Let's do that one more time to each side. Very good, bring it back to center. We grab the block and we're gonna bring the block underneath, up, underneath, up. So you're gonna switch and alternate. If you don't have a block, just touch the hands at the bottom, that's okay. And pretend you do as if you're picking something up and bringing it to the top. Very good, last one. All right, release, hold that block in the back, and we're gonna lift up and get a nice stretch here before we continue. Bring it back to center, hold here, just lifting. Reach that block all the way up. Hold it like this above your head through the thick part, and bring the hands back to touch the back of your neck as far back as you can. Maybe you don't touch, but you're going in that direction. One more time. All right, very good. Bring the block right here. If I'm able to stand and sit, I'm coming up, I'm coming down. If I cannot do that, then I'll use my hands, I'll put the block down, and I'll use my hands up and down to come up, okay? So it's up, we're only doing 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next time we go up, we stay. Bring the block with you, and we go behind the chair. Let me move behind the chair because you lost my head there. All right. Now, if the balance is little bit challenged, we're going to be a little bit careful with the movement of the block and up and down. So if you prefer to stay and hold on and put the block down, that's okay. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna come into a seated chair, you're gonna come back up, hold, and then we're gonna switch, it's gonna go the opposite direction. Boom. So you have to pay attention. Where did it come from? And then you're bringing it back. Very good. All right, next time you come here, bounce a little bit, up and down, up and down. All right, inhale, bring it back up. Out of side bend, take a little break. Out of side bend, bring it back and into center. All right, so the next one, we're gonna be holding the block like this, as if it's a tray that we're holding here. The leg is gonna be up, so if you know you need that chair, lift either the heel, the whole foot, and go up and down. If you don't need to hold on, the hand is here, and the other hand is here. And then from here, as you hold the leg, again, you can hold on, si se tiene que aguantar. And then from here, you're just gonna move the block side and back, or front and back rather, sorry. Front and back, right? So if I'm here, front and back, I'm not gonna look at the block. And then it's gonna go up and down. And now I'm gonna follow it with my eyes. This is gonna be a little bit more tricky. Again, you need to hold on, you hold on. So forward and back, you follow it with your eyes. And then up and down, you follow with your eyes. So you're giving the brain a little bit more work to do. Bring it back to center, roll the arm, because I know the block doesn't weigh, but the arm does. We go on the other side. It's gonna be different, like right from the start, I know this is gonna be a little more challenging for me. So again, I'm here. If I don't need to hold down, I won't. And then you move it forward and back. You're not looking at the block yet. You're just kind of registering that. Forward and back. And then you're bringing it up and down. I'm going to be here so you can see my leg. Let's stay behind your chair. Now my leg wants to move. Don't move the leg. All right, forward and back, you follow the block. Don't lose it. And then bring it up and down, follow the block. So the eye movements should make the balance a little bit more challenging, maybe not, or maybe yes. All right, so we're gonna take a moment, keep the block here because I'm gonna use it in just a moment, but I wanna take a little bit of a break and find a down dog. So press all the way back to your down dog, so flat back, and then once you get there, pedal your feet, lift one heel, lift the other heel. Lift the right heel and hold it. Switch sides and hold it. And then release. Walk the legs over to the right while the arms go over to the left. Take a deep breath into the side body. Bring it to the other side. Legs to the left, arms to the right, and deepen your breath. Bring it back and into center, and then bring your right foot forward. So you have right foot forward, left foot back. It's like a warrior one, but not yet. Lift the heel off the floor, drop, and then lift into the heel of the front foot. So you're kind of shifting the weight and coming on the heel and on the toes. One more time. All right, switch legs. So just kind of preparing. Lift the back heel, lift the front toes, and straighten out the leg. Now, needless to say, if you don't need to hold on to the chair, your hands can be on your hip or they can be up on the next one. So next one, right foot forward, left foot back. I'm going to come off the back heel. I'm going to lift and I'm going to go straight down, keeping the shoulders stacked over the hips. Bring it back up, nice and straight on both legs. 2. Up, just one more time. All right, keep the front knee bent and the back leg straight. If you're able to release the hands, you're going to do the next part, okay? Which is grabbing the block and bringing it from the front to the back. If you're already unstable, please don't grab the block, okay? Because obviously it's going to be challenging to move the block, and I want you to be safe. Safe, it's first, right? Safety is first. So, si no pueden, dejan y se aguantan, okay? No usen el bloque. So block comes from the front to the back. Whoop, you touch it here, you bring it behind from the other side. Bring it back. Bring it from the back. All right, this time, bring it all the way up. And then as you bring it towards the side, twist a little bit the spine and follow the block with your eyes. Go up, follow the block, bring it to the side. Just 3 times. Up, bring it to the right. And then bring it back and into center. We'll step forward and take a little bit of a break. See if you need to shake the legs or do anything here. It's the left leg that's going to come forward, right? The back leg is nice and long. Pause here. Again, notice how you feel. Are you able to release both hands and can you move that block? It goes back. Here, it goes back. Now it goes back from the other direction. Oops, I didn't switch it, sorry. I'm like looking at you guys and then, all right, bring it right here. Reach it all the way up. Again, keep the knee bent. We go for that twist over to the side. Bring it back to center. Don't lose the block. 2, And then one more time. Very nice, beautiful. And then bring it back to center. Release that block down. We go straight into a down dog with the legs wide. So more it's like a prasarita, right? A wide-legged forward fold. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale the next breath, come halfway forward, do like a cobra, so lift the chest up and forward. And then walk all the way forward. Pause into that mountain. All right, so for the next one, we're gonna put the block on the left foot, right? So if you have the chair, it's right here. You're right there. You don't move from there and you have the hands there, and then we'll play with whether we can release one hand or not. I'm gonna go like this, facing this way so you can see me. Once you get the balance going, hover the right foot off the block. So just do like a little swing. Now, some people have feet that are a little larger, so if you need 2 blocks and you have 2 blocks, you can always do that. Otherwise, try to get the big toe on that block. All right, circle the leg, the right leg, just around. Again, you could be here if that feels okay, or you can hold on. Let me let this person in. And bring it the opposite direction. All right, very good. We go and we pause here. So this is a hip hike. You're gonna go up with the hip and down without touching the floor with the foot. But don't bend the standing leg. Just a few times. 4 and 5. All right. We're gonna crisscross, so look, be careful, please. Be careful. Hold on. You're gonna cross the foot and you're gonna cross it behind. Cross the foot, cross it behind. One more time. All right, let's let it go. Release the leg and shake it a little. Climb on the other, the foot on the others, climb the other side on the block. See if I can find the words. All right, then we rotate. And then bring it the opposite direction. Again, we do that hip hike where we lift the hip up and we drop it down without touching the floor with the foot if we can. Up and down, 3, 4, and 5. Hold it here. Be careful crossing is a cross and it's behind. If you need to hold on to the, if you need to put the foot on the ground, that's okay. Otherwise, the foot is never touching the ground. It's whatever needs to be. And then release it. And then let it go and let's just give it a little break. All right, the other foot is back on that block and we're gonna, this one is a really nice stretch, so there's nothing to it. You're gonna align the toes with the toes and then from there, I'm gonna go here on this side so you can see. So toes and toes in a straight line. You hinge at the hip and then you come down halfway. So look, from the side, your spine is nice and straight. This heel on the right foot is trying to land on the floor, but this leg does not bend. Your standing leg, the one on the block, needs to be straight. It's a super deep stretch through your hamstring. Bring it back and into center. We'll pause. We'll open the leg a little bit. Remember, your chair is here. I'm moving my chair so you can see me. Keep it right here. We're gonna reach across with both hands if we can. So this is what we're doing. We're gonna reach, just, you see how the spine is straight? You can always do it with one hand if you don't wanna let go of the chair, but nothing is happening. Both heels are down. So you're crossing the midline and bringing it back up. Let's just do that one more time. All right, do a little bit of a circle here and circle the opposite direction. Keep the belly strong here. All right, very good, and then bring it back to center. We have to go on the other side carefully. So first, remember, you align your toes, you do a hip hinge, and then you fold down halfway, holding onto the chair or not. Leg is straight and a super deep stretch through the right hamstring. Come back slowly, open the leg. Again, remember that you're coming from the top and across, from the top and across with either both hands or only one, las dos manos o una sola. We have one more, and then we'll do our little circles here. So circle, and then circle. All right, bring it back and into center. We'll give that a break. So you can kick that block onto your chair, and then we'll pause in mountain pose. Take a deep inhale. Take a long exhale. All right, we have a warrior two behind the chair, just like we did when we were seated. So you're opening the legs wide. Keep the chair there if you need it. You can always hold on with your left hand. Front knee bend, back leg straight. If I can, both arms are out. Right? But if you need to hold on, hold on. All right, we'll move it, reach it up, just to give the knee a little break. Exhale, bend. Two. And then one more time. All right, bring it back to center. Bring it in and then turn the toes out. We go to goddess for 1, 2, and 3. Reach it all the way up and then turn warrior two to the other side. Right, so now you have that front knee bend, the other leg straight, and you can always hold on with your right hand. Again, we move it, we go inhale, exhale, and one more time. Again, you turn, both feet are turned out, you go to goddess. Let's go up, 2. Instead of next time, we're going to interlace the fingers, straighten out, and then bend into the knees. Hold it here. Do a little bouncy, like a little pulse. Straight legs, turn the toes to the front, and lean to the right. Find a circle to the front, bring it to center, lean to the left, circle, just one of each, and then release. Arms go behind you, you interlace the fingers, open up the chest, little back bend here. All right, toe heel the feet, walking the feet all the way together. Take a moment, connect to your breath. All right, if you want to drink some water, you can. Otherwise, we're coming back to that chair. All right, left leg comes in as the right leg extends. Bring it all the way up. Release that leg, reach all the way up, and then come towards the toes. All the way down till your hands land on your leg or on your toes. Inhale, bring it all the way back up. Exhale, release. Pause here for a moment. Extend the other leg. Hug the knee into the chest. Again, reach those arms up, interlace, press up. Exhale, folding to the front, releasing the hands anywhere they want to land. Inhale, bring it back, reach those arms up, hold that right knee, and twist towards the right side. Bring it to center, reach it up, exhale to the other side. Inhale, bring it to center. If you're okay crossing the legs, if this doesn't feel good, don't cross the legs. You can still do it, right? Elbow towards the leg, and then hands together, the other elbow goes up. Go up and look towards the ceiling. Inhale, bring it to center. We switch sides and press up. Slowly bring it back to center. See if you can cross the leg for figure 4 without using your hands to bring that leg up. If you're not able to do this, this is the variation for this, so you can always keep it down. Inhale, reach those arms up and overhead, flex the toes all the way towards your knee, and then on the exhale, hinge, but don't round your back. Bring it back, hinge, and then release the hands down. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, we do a little core work before we do the other side. So you're sitting towards the front, you're gonna hover that foot, but don't touch the back of the chair if possible. And then release that leg and cross it right here. Do a little side to side, where you're just kind of moving side to side here. Keep your hands right in the center of the chest. So what's turning is the spine. Inhale, release, reach it all the way up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Come and see if you don't need to use your hand to bring that leg here. Inhale, reach. Keep the arms along the ears. Forward for 1, 2. Flex the foot towards the knee and then find the other side of your hip stretch. Inhale, slowly bring it back. Again, hover the foot off the floor if you can. Release, cross the legs, and we go again side to side, start left, right. And bring it back to center. Reach those arms up and overhead. Release, hold the chair, lean forward. Come back and into center. And then do a little bit of a rotation here for the trunk just to release the back. One way, the other way. And then do a little cat-cow shape, so rounding and lifting, nice and slow. If it feels like a good stretch to hold the neck in, you can hold it for a moment and take a breath. And then find the cow. Maybe it feels good to hold here, just don't hold the breath. Take an extra breath there, last time. And then bring it back to center. Hold the wrist and rotate. Bring it back. All right, let's do some of those finger gymnastic exercises. So we open one, we close the other. Let me get closer because you're gonna need to see my hands. All right, we bring the thumbs inside and then outside, inside and outside. One more time. One's inside, but the other one's outside, and then you switch it. You see how this one's inside, this one's outside. Switch, switch. Remember, look at your hands, make sure it's happening, and if you have to go so slow, that's better than doing it all wrong, right? One more time, and then release. All right, so we go clap, clap, turn the hand. Always gonna be a different hand on the top facing up. Clap, 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 clap. You get it? So right is on top, 2 claps, left is on top. Oof, that was more like 3. One more. Actually, we have one more. All right, very good. We do the 2 V's and the 2 L's. 2 letter V's, 2 letter L's. Let me put them in the middle here, you can see it better. Once we get it, look at your hands. All right, that's happening. Then once an L, once a V, and then you switch it. You see? Switch. Once you know what I'm doing, it's your hands you need to look at, right? Because otherwise it's super confusing to look at somebody else's hand when you're trying to do it. All right, very good. Open, close, so it's like a little flower. And then we'll keep one open and we'll do one hand open. You have to make sure one closes all the way and the other one opens all the way. And you alternate. You can go super slow or you can go super fast. Just make sure one hand's open, one's closed completely. Very nice. All right, we go here, we go index, pointing at each other, close it all the way, pinkies pointing at each other. Index, pinky. You know it's not gonna stay this easy. One's an index, one's a pinky. So one hand opens one finger while the other hand opens the other finger. Again, look at your hand. If it's not happening, you go slow. Remember, you can always repeat the class and just kind of fast forward to this portion if you want to work on this. All right, open, close, let it go. All right, this one's a little tricky for people if you have PD, so it might happen, it might not, don't worry about it. So you'll cross the middle finger on top of your index finger, right? And then you're gonna bring the ring finger to touch the thumb, right? So these are crossed, these are just pressing one into the other. They stay like that, these 4 fingers. The only thing that's gonna happen is gonna move your pinky finger. All right, we gotta get this one going, so let's cross these 2 and bring the thumb and the ring finger. And then move this one separately. And now we move them both at the same time without separating the other fingers. Try to go fast. If it's not happening, don't worry about it. You just practice later. And it might be that you only do one hand at a time and you try to control that. All right, rub the palms. We let it go and we do a little bit of a tapping and then meditation. So we'll tap, bringing that mind-body connection, helping wake up our energy, circulation. The other leg. We'll circle around the knees. And then we'll move forward on our chair. We'll tap the lower abdomen. Up here on the belly and to the side. And then we'll come behind to the glutes, low back, kidneys. If you can get to one side, just try one at a time. That's easier than trying to get both hands there. All right, and bring it, let's do it here. Below the armpit and then down. And then we'll do it on this side. All right, tap the chest, breath in. Long exhale, breath in. Let go. Whatever you don't need, just let it go on the exhale. Right? You're tired, you're holding on to something, could be physical, mental, just gonna let it go. All right, we tap the shoulder, right? Come through the inside of that arm. Outside. Let's bring it on this side. Forgot the shoulders, got that shoulder. Top. All right, rub the palms together, feel a little heat in the hands. Tap your fingertips. And then we do karate chop, so just like on the pinky side. And then on the other side. All right, and then stop, close your eyes and notice your hands. Tingling maybe, warm, magnetic, adds energy. Open your eyes, we tap around the face, so under the eyes, around the nose, above and below the lip, jawline, forehead, all of it. We'll come on the crown of the head. We'll go all around the hairline, the medulla. All right, and then we're gonna sit all the way back for our final relaxation. Take a deep inhale through your nose, and as you exhale, let the tension melt away. Maybe your eyes wanna close. We'll do a meditation on the senses in just a moment, but before we do so, just take a few minutes of silence. Try to relax from the crown of your head to the bottom of your feet. Open your lips slightly, let the tongue drop away from the roof of your mouth. Say to yourself, bones, muscles, movement, I surrender now. Take an inhale. As you exhale, we're going to sit upright for our meditation. So you're sitting tall, away from the back of the chair, palms of the hands facing up. Thumb and index touch, or any other hand gesture that you like, right? Any other mudra. If you're tired, your back hurts, and you want to go all the way into the back of the chair, that's fine. But in an ideal world, we want to sit upright, not really reclining. That's more like relaxation. And then tuck the chin in, lengthen through the crown of the head and up. Begin to notice something you're touching or is touching you. So you can, for example, press the feet gently into the floor, feel your hands on your legs, your clothing against your body, the chair underneath you. So that's connecting to the present moment, finding the sense of touch. Every time your mind wanders somewhere, you come back to your body, you come back to sensation. Begin to connect to sounds you hear, right? The sense of sound. Anything you hear around you or outside. Focus on that sound or sounds. Every time your mind wanders, you come back to the sound. Try to find a smell in the room. Now, smell and taste, sometimes we have lost that. If that's the case, that's fine. You just connect to the breath coming in and out of the tip of the nose. Notice if you can find a taste in your mouth. Maybe there's no taste, and then you pay attention to that. And lastly, try to find the point between the eyebrows. So you're looking into the distance. Try not to cross your eyes at that point. Just look away into the distance. Connecting to the sense of sight. But your eyes are closed for most of us. So is it all darkness you see there, or is there a hint of light or color? And just keep gazing there. And when your mind wants to wander, that's okay, you keep bringing it back. Gaze at the point between the eyebrows. Allow your eyes to open as you look around the room. Move fingers and toes. Take a deeper breath. We'll take 2 breaths to seal the class. That's an inhale up. And one more time. Namaste. All right, thank you again for signing up for the classes. It's great to see you. Let me know if you have any questions.